Boom! What's up, everybody? Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Cardio talk once again. So here I am, Friday morning on the elliptical, going through my 2x2s, my intervals with my creepy wife peering at me. Because although I am wearing this hooded top, I may or may not be in my boxer shorts right now. Well, my dry fits, the Reebok dry fits, whatever. They're cozy, they're comfortable, and they're highly inappropriate for public gyms. But when you're in your own house, anything goes, right? All right. So, topic of today is how to lose weight without cutting calories. Recently, I was on Carolyn Pierce's The Health Hack podcast. Definitely go check that out. It's a brand new show Carolyn has out there. It's excellent. Carolyn, you might know from the UFC. She works for BT Sport. She does a lot of the on-air, behind-the-scenes interviews. Also, Carolyn was one of the UK gladiators, right? So we had American gladiators here in the United States. Carolyn was on the UK version of the Gladiator show. She played ice. She's also an Olympic athlete. I believe she was a heptathlete. Anyway, fitness expert for sure. And one of the main conversation points that we had was losing weight without severe caloric restriction. Now, you guys here in the DOLCE community, we talk about this quite often. How do we actually lose weight? And because we are informed, we are educated, we are intentional, we understand weight loss is too generalized of a term. We don't want to lose weight. We want to lose non-functional body weight, and that's the difference. Non-functional weight reduction is the goal. I want to gain muscle tissue. I don't want to lose muscle weight. I want to gain muscle weight. I don't want to lose bone mass, right? No. I want to maintain and improve bone mass density, right? So the arbitrary weight loss, CICO, calorie in, calorie out equation is flawed. It's a nice soundbite. It looks good on a YouTube video. It grabs some headlines. But you and I understand when it comes to lifestyle change, simple caloric restriction does not work. Because, well, how many calories can you drop? How many calories can you drop until you reach your floor? And once you reach that floor, well before you reach that floor, what happens? Well, as the calories reduce, so does the allotment of micronutrients and phytochemicals, the necessary fuel for cellular activity. This is the whole thing that many in the fitness industry don't understand, or they simply don't discuss, because it's easier to sell a calorie-based template program. It's easier to sell a macro-based template program. They don't even take the micronutrients, the phytochemicals, into the conversation, but that's the most important part of health, right? Rule number one is do no harm. Removing micronutrients and phytochemicals harms the cellular organism, that is you and I, so we can't do that. So what do we do instead? Well, we look to sustain optimal nutrient intake. And to get our optimal nutrient intake, that usually requires high net nutrient foods. All right, so step one, as you guys know, we want to consume high net nutrient foods. These foods have more micronutrients and phytochemicals per calorie than all of the other synthetic food-like products so common in the health and fitness industry. Now, my interval's just gone up. I'm on my second round. I'm going my 2x2s right now. Remember, 2 minutes coasting, 2 minutes sprinting up the incline with higher tension and higher incline. So the 2x2 intervals second workout of the day right now. I have 3 workouts today. That's another conversation. Check out Monday's cardio talk, where I break down my cardio routine. So now, we consume high net nutrient foods. Those of you unfamiliar with high net nutrient foods, simply go to thedolcediet.com. We have 1,200 plus free articles, free recipes, free grocery lists, free smoothies, free crock pot, free dinners, free bread. 1,200 free articles at thedolcediet.com. You can learn what high net nutrient foods are, how to put them together into your general lifestyle. Boom. Heart rate just went up a little bit. This is good. Now I'm pushing. So we're eating high net nutrient foods. I'm going to answer questions here, guys and gals, too, once I get to the end of this. So we eat high net nutrient foods, wide variety throughout the day. I'm a big believer in multiple feedings throughout the day. Dr. Brad Schoenfeld, one of the foremost experts in muscle metabolism, agrees with this. He has multiple studies supporting this. Minimum of 3 to 5 meals per day is optimal for the maintenance and building of muscle tissue. So all those who are fasting out there, doesn't work nearly as well as the multi-day meal plan. But I digress. Now, we eat high net nutrient foods at the optimal caloric intake to ensure we're getting all the micros and all the phytos that we need. Plus, we need a caloric surplus to allow us the energy to do exactly what I'm doing right now. We need a caloric surplus to allow us the accessible energy to go to the gym later on tonight and break some barbells. We need a caloric surplus to wake up in the morning and go for 30, 45 minutes of fasted LISS. We need a caloric surplus to go to work and not get fired and do a good job and be cognitively switched on. We need a caloric surplus to hang out with our families and have enriching, engaging, valuable time together. If you are living in a caloric deficit, guess what? You got no energy to do anything. It's unsustainable. You have no energy to do anything. There's no energy because literally food is energy. Calories are units of energy. So if we drop those units of energy to quote a deficit, to quote lose weight, what happens? We have no energy to do anything. But Dolce, how do I lose weight if I don't have a caloric deficit? Well, my friends, I'm glad you asked. Number one is we don't care about weight loss. We care about shifting our body composition. We want to lose fat. We don't want to lose weight. I don't care what I weigh. I do care what my body composition is, as should you. Most people say, Dolce, what do you think I should weigh? I have no idea. I can tell you very definitively what your body fat percentage should be, and let's do that. Woo, back to the incline. So that's the goal here. If you weigh 250 pounds or 150 pounds, I don't know what you should weigh. I know what your body fat percentage should be. Now, if I know what your body fat percentage currently is, then I can help you better understand what you would weigh at an ideal body fat percentage. So to wrap this part up before I jump in and answer questions, and hello to everybody. I see the messages coming through. Feel free to type in your questions right now into the chat, and I'll answer them in a moment. Whew. Pushing. I'm at about 148 beats per minute right now, huffing my way up this big-ass incline. So it's a 2-minute incline climb right now. The tension goes, the automatic goes way up. The ramp on this elliptical goes way up. And 2 minutes up the hill, and then it's 2 minutes flat. 2 minutes up the hill, 2 minutes flat. So week 2 now, last week I was doing 5 rounds. Now I do 6 rounds. Next week I do 7 rounds. The week after that I do 8 rounds. So I only add 4 extra minutes per week, right? Base hits, not home runs. That's what we do here. That's fat loss. We slowly urge it. So anyway, let me finish. The whole point of this is we create a caloric deficit through enhanced exertion. I just started doing this additional interval training 2 months in to my body composition transformation, the summer shredded challenge, right? I'm in the midst of my summer shredded challenge right now, so I can be shredded come summer. I started when it was snowing out, right? Started when it was snowing out, and I just cleaned up some of the excess that I was eating for the first 4 weeks. That was January. In February, I added one extra meal, I added a little bit more protein, and I became more conscious of my carb and fat ratios. That was February. In March, I then structured, I went on to the Living Lean program, and I added in 20 minutes, 3 times per week of this interval training as a new addition, not in place of, in addition to my early morning LISS and my late afternoon resistance training. I'm on the push-pull legs program. Next cardio talk, I'll break down the push-pull legs that I'm doing specifically. And I just spoke with Wes Watson on the Mike Dolce Nose channel. You guys don't know Wes Watson of GP Penitentiary Life. Go to the Mike Dolce Nose channel where we're dropping short clips of the longer hour-plus interview Wes and I had done. Wes also follows the push-pull legs program. We've never discussed it before. He follows push-pull legs. He's yoked. I'm here on push-pull legs. I'm yoked, right? So anyway, there's a bunch of different programs out there. I love push-pull legs. Anyway, I'll do another video on that one. So to get back to this and then answer your questions, I got an incline coming up in 20 seconds. Eating more calories than you need, and then allocating your energy expenditure, your activity, to create the deficit from the extra calories. I want to be living at a surplus because I'm getting all the vital micro and phytonutrients I need. This then allows me to be more active in my regular life. I have energy for days. 4 days, I have energy for days. You will never see me in a shredding program, an extreme weight loss program, looking tired or looking fatigued. You'll see me change and transform. My physical structure will change. You will not see me dragging ass and tired ever, because I still eat to a caloric surplus, and then I build the deficit through intelligent activity. So that's the point of this video, guys and gals, as I'm running up the incline right now. Ooh, now let me answer some questions here. Great to see you guys, by the way. Let me go back to the beginning. Amir, what's up? Hell yeah. Jesse Lee in the house. Yo, yo, yo. I love those badges, by the way. Get badged up. Subscribe to this channel. Click that join button. Get badged up, my friends. Russ, Mr. Russ. What's up, man? Amir says, are fruits like dates and mangoes substitutable on the 3 weeks to shredded and living lean program? More so on living lean than shredded. If you do make the sub on 3 weeks to shredded, look at the total calorie allotment and the total sugar contribution. You want to have that match same to same. Why is this? Because 3 weeks to shredded is a very specific acute weight loss program. 21 days, 3 weeks to shredded is. The goal is to lose 21 pounds in 21 days. Individual results may vary, but that's what we've come to expect on 3 weeks to shredded. So be very careful. Don't overeat. Dolce said I can have mangoes instead, and you eat a whole bucket of mangoes instead of one apple. People do that stuff, which is why I have to say it. Answer that. Jeffy says, Wes Watson. Full interview is going to be great. Hop on over to the Mike Dolce Nose channel, guys. Lots of great. We got 3 clips from Wes coming out today. All fire. The full interview will be out on Monday. What are your thoughts on these new foods claiming to be healthy by using almond flour and chickpeas. I don't know enough about them. We typically avoid such foods. We just literally eat real food. Real food. That's kind of what we do. Real food in wide variety, organic, fresh, in season, minimally processed. That's the way. That's the way to go. Hello, my love. I got dogs walking by me. I got daughters walking by me. Creepy wives spying on me. What else? We got more questions. Yep. Answer those. Josh, if you walk to and from the gym all fasted, does that still count for your LISS? Yes, it does. But then, if you're walking to the gym fasted, and then you're exercising, I'm assuming with weights, well, you might not be getting your best workout. I would consider changing that up. Mike, can you do more cooking videos? Yes, actually, we're going to be doing an entire what I eat in a day, a full cooking video. In fact, we're going to record about a dozen of my favorite recipes. Me in the kitchen cooking for you guys, showing exactly how I cook and literally what I'm eating right now. So I'm excited to share that with you. That will be coming soon. We're about to film that. Balan says, please mention the heart rate for LISS and for HIIT. Great question. For LISS, we're simply trying to double our resting heart rate. Low intensity, steady state, right? This is an aerobic exercise, full stop. So when we wake up, we do our fasted LISS. We're just trying to walk. Typically 100, 110 beats per minute is about the max. Why is that? If we go much higher, we're then starting to utilize stored glycogen expressed as glucose as an energy substrate. We want to avoid that. We want to keep it to LISS. Now, here I'm doing HIIT, high intensity interval training. My goal right now is to get my heart rate as high as possible for these short little bursts. So I've been already up into the mid 50s. I'm actually I hit 52, 1, 2, 3, 4 ramps up. Now I got to 52, and then I have 2 minutes down, and I'll have my last 2 minutes up. So my last one up, I always try and get into the high 60s, if not 70s, right? Now the better shape I'm in, the harder it is to get higher, which is the beautiful thing about being in great shape. So if you're in terrible shape, well, a light jog might push you up into the 60s. When you're in really good shape, you got to go pretty hard to get in the 60s. When you're in amazing shape, you might not touch the 60s. I've been there before, and I'll get there again, where I have to damn near kill myself in order to get up into the 60s, right? So, and that's a whole different training program also, something that we do with our specialized athletes. Got 2 minutes of recovery, and then I'm trying to recover. Now, ideally, I want to recover 30 beats in a minute. So I was up at 155. Ideally, I want to get down to about 125 during I have 2 minutes of recovery now, but during 60 seconds when we work with our UFC fighters, we're looking for a 30 beat per minute recovery in 60 seconds. This takes specialized training and awareness and relaxation techniques that we employ with our athletes. Greg Jackson and Faraz Sahabi are excellent at this also, if you watch them do their corner work. All right, I'm 60 seconds in, and I'm at 131. So I'm almost at 30 beats down. I'm close. That's pretty good recovery. Anybody who understands this, try this. Go for a 2-minute all-out sprint, and then see how you recover in 60 seconds. All right, now I'm fully recovered. So it took me 1 minute and 27 to get my full 30 beats recovery. I got 30 seconds left before my next spike up. Let me answer any more questions here. AJ says, Mike, I'm training in a triathlon. Do you work with these type of athletes? Absolutely, we do. We work with a lot of athletes. We work with Ironmen and women. We work with some of the greatest endurance athletes on the planet. Bellon's on the elliptical too. Hell yeah, Bellon. Craig says, how do we work in push-pull legs while attending Muay Thai classes 3 times per week? Well, great question. What's your priority? Can you stagger the times and give yourself at least 4 hours in between training sessions? You can do concurrent push-pull legs, push-pull legs, push-pull legs, push-pull legs, and get ample recovery. Now, if you throw Muay Thai in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, can you do Muay Thai 4, 5, or 6 hours after or before push-pull legs? You're going to need a solid 2 meals for recovery and a minimum of 4 hours, ideally 6 hours, for central nervous system regeneration. Whew. Sprinting. My last 2-minute uphill right now, 2-minute incline right now. My last 2, let's see how I can get. So right now I'm at 152 beats per minute, and I can still talk freely. I can sing, I can dance, right? No issues, no cardiorespiratory issues, which is another thing I love about talking to you guys while I'm doing my cardio. It really forces my heart and my lungs to become more efficient. And there's my creepy wife staring at the boxer shorts. I look like a hot mess right now, by the way. It looks like I wear a dress, doesn't it? All right, heart rate's up at 165. Maybe it's because Brandy just walked in the room. Can I get into the 170s? Let's go. 20 seconds. Let's push. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 68. 169. 170. There we go. 171. Woo! 172. 173. And now I look for full recovery. So, not bad. I was able to get my heart rate to peak up at 173 beats per minute. Now I'm already down at 163. And full recovery. Good times, good times. What else we got? Would fasted cardio be more effective or depending on the person? Yes and no. What we say is start your day with LISS, low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity while fasted. Why? People will say, but fasted or fed cardio doesn't matter. You burn the same amount of calories anyway. That is true. We don't perform fasted LISS to burn calories. We perform fasted LISS because of the absence of circulating insulin. Once you eat your first meal for the day, insulin is running through your body all day. All day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Once you eat your first meal, you take that first bite, the insulin gates are open. All we want is for you to take advantage of this very small biochemical advantaged window to perform an aerobic exercise in the absence of insulin, which science clearly supports improves lipolysis of the stubborn fat cells. That's what the meatheads, the CECO heads, they don't understand. All they talk about is calories in, calories out. They don't understand the nuances of physiology. That's all this is. Because later on in the day, you're probably going to do another workout, which is a fed workout. So the one sliver of time that you have to do a fasted workout, do it. But also perform an aerobic workout while fasted, not an anaerobic workout. The anaerobic workout will use glycogen. We don't need glycogen first thing in the morning. We want to enhance lipolysis, specifically inside the more stubborn, lower performing fat cells. Your trouble areas, the muffin top, the fupa, the lower pec line, the saddlebags, the flabby tries. Those are the areas that are historically more stubborn. Well, fasted LISS puts you in a much more advantageous position to lose that. That's all. All right. Guys and gals, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining me on Cardio Talk. If you have any questions of what do you want to hear next time during Cardio Talk, please let me know. Leave them in the comments below. Bang, bang. Give this video a thumbs up. If you like this video, if you appreciate this video, if you enjoy this type of content, give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. And also make sure you check out the brand new Mike Dolce Knows YouTube channel, our sister channel dedicated to short clips and quick hits, guaranteed to add value to your life. We're just starting our interview series now. Interview number 1 is with Wes Watson, founder of GP Penitentiary Life. Wes spent 10 years in California State Prison, one of the scariest prison systems on the planet. Wes navigated 10 years inside the system and came out and turned his life around, is now a multi-millionaire fitness expert, living the lifestyle. Lots of powerful kernels of wisdom Wes shared with us. I really enjoyed the conversation. We started dropping clips of the interview yesterday. The full interview will be out on Monday. So go check out the Mike Dolce Knows channel. And I'll be back at noon today right here for Fitness Fridays. Thank you guys. And until next time, boom.